Welcome back to more Pokemon Leaf Green Rivals Edition. Now, last time, the Mighty Kid finally fell. Our final rival, Wookiee, proved to be a little bit too much, and he destroyed our team. The Kid put up the best fight he could, and honestly, he lasted the longest, but he just wasn't strong enough at the time. This time, we're going to be going into Mount Moon and training up our team so that we don't lose another rival battle. I was hoping not to lose any of them, but Wookiee is a good player, and he does know a lot about Pokemon, so I can understand it. Now, in here, we're going to be doing our thing and just collecting items and fighting trainers. Mount Moon has a lot of new Pokemon to show off, so when I see them, I'll let you know let you know stuff about them. No stat screens unless they actually matter, but okay. So this first one is going to be Zubat. Zubat's a fast flying type and poison type, but I don't really recommend it in this game. I would say in the future games you should pick it up because it gets a third evolution called Crobat, which is really useful. And in this game you can't take advantage of that evolution until you beat the game because this game is region locked. Alright, Sherbert, we need to train you up because you did not do too good in that last rival battle. We want you to be stronger. So we're going to have Sherbert fight a Weedle. And String Shot, so we're definitely going to be slower than... Did anyone catch the guy's name? I don't know who this guy was. We'll find out when we kill his Weedle. But yeah, now that we're in Mount Moon, we're going to be fighting a lot of different trainers, and it's not the biggest dungeon in the world. You guys, you can get through it pretty quickly if you bring like repels, which you can buy repels at the shop back in Brock City, or what was that called again? Pewter City. Back in Pewter City, you can get a bunch of repels to make it so wild Pokemon don't jump out at you. I didn't do it because I don't care. I'm just going to run from them, and if anything, if it takes too long, I'll just cut it out of the video so you guys don't have to watch that anyway. But either way, I just wanted to train up my guy, Sherbert, train up Cheddar, and train up Kid, of course. Kid has been a Pidgey for so long now, and I feel like it needs to evolve. It needs to get to its stronger form so it can start really putting in the work. Even though it did put in the work in the first few rival battles, I still feel it could be doing more. And Sherbert here, Bulbasaur will always do a lot of work, but yeah, he's just not good against fire. We need to put him in against better opponents. Like right now, he shouldn't even be fighting Kakuna. Kakuna is not a good matchup for him, but it's just gonna take long. Kakuna won't have any attacks because this bug trainer is not very good, and he probably just caught a Kakuna and and a Kakuna that you just catch in that form will not have any attacks like Poison Sting. So it's pretty much useless. Oh, I probably should be saving up those Vine Whips. Vine Whips cost a lot. Or Vine Whips don't have a lot of PP, which is power points. Let's go over here to Tackle. Tackle is 35 of those. Alright, so we're going to be fighting this bug trainer. Who's after this bug trainer? I think there was a girl in this area that has a pretty interesting Pokemon that I wanted to see. But let's get moving on in this Mount Moon adventure. We got an item over here, Paralyze Heal. Always good to keep something like that on you. The new wild Pokemon, let's see what we got here. Another Zubat. Yeah, Zubats are going to become a common trend. Whenever you go into a cave, you're going to run into like a million of these things. If you want to catch one, you can. They're pretty decent, even in this game, but I would say put one on your team in a future game, not exactly this one. And if you want to fight them for experience, that might be a problem because they have a super annoying move called Supersonic, which will confuse your Pokemon and make the battle take forever. Alright, girl, what do you got to say? What? I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. Okay. So this girl's waiting in a dark cave for her friends to get her, but that's not what we're doing. We want to get through the cave. She has a level 14 Clefairy. Clefairy is a new Pokemon that's, it's a good normal type. I like it a lot. But, oh, come on, Sherbert. Oh my god, that's even worse. You know what, Sherbert? I wanted to give you the fight here because I'm like, yeah, Sherbert can do this no problem, but if he's gonna be asleep, we might as well just send in the Kid. Maybe I'll go wake him up at the Pokemon Center right after this. And Clefairy used Growl, which means this fight is gonna take forever. Alright, use Gust. And whatever you do, don't fall in love with it. Alright, Growl again, darn it. In this game, Gust is a physical move, so our Gust is going to keep doing less damage each time that it uses Growl, so hopefully it stops using it. Double Slap Double Slap's a really weak move, but it can hit up to 5 times, so if it hits 5 times, it becomes a good move. 4 times is pretty good too, actually. That wasn't that bad. Clefairies are known for having a lot of HP, so this could take a long time. They have a lot of HP, a lot of special defense. Their physical defense is whatever. Their special attack's pretty good. Physical attack, not great. And their speed is awful. They're usually really slow Pokemon. But I still like Clefairy. So, you know, I'm not hating on it. And at one point it was supposed to be Ash's starter Pokemon instead of Pikachu, so that was pretty cool. Ooh, okay, good job, Sherbert. You're growing up in levels. And so is the kid. Awesome. We got 2 level ups in one battle. That's really nice. And Cyrus is defeated. I lost? Yeah. No, I'd be surprised too. You have pretty good Pokemon on our team. Oh, we finally are getting our first evolution. It only took 4 episodes. Alright, Sherbert is evolving into the amazing Ivysaur. Oh, freaking love Sherbert's evolutions. Ivysaur doesn't look that great. It's pretty cool, honestly, but I like its final form the most. I'll probably bring up that stat screen now for you guys to see. Alrighty, guys, we finally did it. We got our first evolution, and it was our baby Bulbasaur into a baby Ivysaur, which Ivysaur, as you can see, basically just got a plus 20 in all of its stats. That's it, everybody. Nothing different. It kept the same ability, it has the same types, but as you can see, that special attack and special defense stat are amazing. 80 for both of them, and it can deal a lot of damage, and it can take a lot of damage now. So, other than that, our baby's just growing up, and I'm happy to see it. Yeah, I like to show off the stat screens of the new Pokemon, or of our team when they evolve, so you can see how much stronger they're really getting. But other than that, I mean, look at him. He looks so cool, and he's still asleep. Run away while you're asleep, Sherbert, because that's definitely a thing Pokemon can do. We're going to run back to the Pokemon Center real quick. It's right here. There's no reason not to. Other than for the memories. Now, let's go over here. Come on, GameCube remote. Don't screw me over like that. Hey, Nurse Joy, can you help out my Sherbert? He's asleep. Thank you very much. I'll probably keep Sherbert in front because I need him to get some levels. He hasn't really been used that much in a lot of the videos. He seems to be the one I put in the back the most, except for episode 1. He did a good job episode 1. Oh, here's another Pokemon you can catch in here. It's called Geodude. Geodude was Brock's Pokemon. It's a pretty good rock ground type. It is absolutely useless against anything that knows a grass or water move. But for a physical defensive, physical attacking Pokemon, it does the job really well. So if you want to pick up a Geodude, go for it. Although if you want to get its final evolution, Golem, you will have to trade, so don't get him unless you know somebody you can trade with. I do not recommend his middle form for the late game. I don't think it's good enough. So yeah, I would not trade. Or I would not get him unless you could trade. But if you can, Golem's really cool. Golem has a lot of physical defense and has a really good physical attack stat to boot, so it does the job. Zubats are going to be everywhere. We're just going to keep running from them. Oh my god, why are we getting so many encounters? Is it Zubat? It's a Zubat, of course. Freaking Zubats. I'm going to keep running. I just want to get to that ladder over there, which a ladder in the cave is kind of weird. Okay, we got it. Yeah. Now that we're underground, we can do absolutely nothing. Oh, cool, a new Pokemon, Paris. Paris is an absolutely useless Pokemon because it is a bug grass type. Kind of an interesting typing, but it's honestly not good at all because bug and grass is weak to just about anything. And you don't want that. You want a Pokemon that's efficient. You want a Pokemon that's good. Ooh, this is going to be our first new battle. This is... We Team Rocket are Pokemon gangsters. We strike fear with our strength. So Team Rocket is a new enemy in this game, and they're a team of intergalactic criminals? Intergalactic, no. They're a team of just criminals. They're not even that strong, they just have good leaders. Their leaders are really strong. So, just kill them. They'll have some different Pokemon, but they're known for using poison types and flying types. Dark types when the dark type finally starts to exist, but that doesn't exist in this game. It does in the late game, but not in the story mode. Rattata, you know what, let's give Cheddar a kill. Cheddar hasn't been in the game for a while. Alright, Cheddar, show us what you can do. It's a Rattata, so that'll be good for you. Your Thunder Shock does like nothing because we got a bad nature, so we're not gonna use that. Quick Attack on Quick Attack. Ooh, cool, the static ability kicked in, that'll be nice. Still have to use Quick Attack though, because if Rattata uses Quick Attack, he'll always go first. But if we use Quick Attack, then we get to counter his Quick Attack? Huh, I just said Quick Attack like 3 times. Useless. Alright, yeah, look at that. Pikachu's getting really fast now, I like it. What's your last guy, Team Rocket Grunt? Zubat. Yeah, I guess we could just leave in Pikachu. Let's see if Pikachu can kill a flying type with an electric move that gets stabbed. Same type attack bonus. Does get a kill. Okay, good job, Pikachu. Yo, it did not get a kill. You can barely see it, but there's a sliver of health in there. So, sorry, Pikachu, you're not good. Your Thunder Shock is pathetic. But it's okay, I still love you. Or at least I will when you evolve into something I can be proud of. I'm sorry, Cheddar, I don't mean to bully you. Alright, let's get moving. That was our first encounter with a Team Rocket Grunt. Basically, Team Rocket's a team of Pokemon trainers that steal other people's Pokemon trainers and then steal other people's Pokemon or capture really strong Pokemon and then sell them for money in order to fund their organization. Which, I've heard some theories that their organization is actually, it's an organization to stop other organizations from coming up. But since they're doing it in such a messed up way, you know, stealing other people's Pokemon, people always think of them like the bad guys. I personally would love to be on Team Rocket's team. I want to be on the team with the strong people, even though the regular grunts aren't that tough. But, you know, it just sounds cool, like, oh, I'm the big bad. But instead we're just this kid who is really strong for no reason. Or this kid with a kid on his team. But yeah, I heard the theory where it's like Team Rocket's actually the reason the other teams from the other games like Magma and Aqua and who else? The Galactics or Plasma. The only reason those teams didn't have an uprising were because Team Rocket was holding them down. They were afraid Team Rocket would destroy them. Which, that would be a really cool theory if it was true, but it's probably not true at all. So, who cares? Okay, I'm getting really tired of all these Geodudes and Zubats. I'm sorry, guys, I do not want you on my team. You're not... I don't hate Geodude, and I do not hate Zubat. Crobat's my favorite poison type, but it doesn't mean I want to use them now. Especially since I can't get a Crobat until the end game. Okay, what do you got, Scientist? This should be different Pokemon. A Scientist, let's see, he probably has like Steel types, maybe an Electric type. Yep, a Steel Electric type, Magnemite. Magnemite's a new typing. Steel didn't exist in Generation 1, you know, the red and blue, but in this game it does, and Steel is basically the type with the most resistances, so they're really hard to kill. If you want to kill it, you're going to need a ground type, a fire type, or a fighting type. And since he's part electric, that just means ground will do more damage. So I recommend picking up a fire type for your team, or a ground type for your team like Geodude to deal with these guys. I don't think you can... Oh, no, if you have that Mankey I was talking about from a few episodes ago, he would also be really useful for killing these guys. But my team is not. We have a Pidgey, which will get destroyed by this thing. We got Pikachu, which can't do any damage. And then we got Sherbert, who can drain it slowly to death. Alright, cool. We're not confused anymore. Good job, Sherbert. Get in there and get some damage. Yeah, that did absolutely nothing. Alright, good. Yeah, I might keep Leech Seed for the entire game just because I think it's a good move to always do damage and always heal yourself every turn. I know it can be kind of annoying, but Ivysaur has a lot of special defense, so maybe I can make him like a special defensive tank. So he doesn't die to like psychic attacks and what else? What is special? Ice? He won't die to ice? That's kind of nice. Voltorb. Voltorb's a new electric type, pure electric type, and his evolved form is the fastest Pokemon in the game. It stopped being the fastest Pokemon once Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald came out, but from Red all the way up to Crystal, it was the fastest Pokemon in the game. Because of its speed stat of, I think, 145, maybe 140, I don't know for sure. And nothing could match it at that point. No legendaries were that fast, nobody was that fast. So, you know, that's a pretty cool thing about Electrode, which is the evolved form of Voltorb, but... oh, Rare Candy! Rare Candies are really good because it just levels up your Pokemon by 1 for free. Which, you know, that's really useful. I always use it when you just leveled up, that way, you know, you don't waste any experience, but... Rare candies are, as they imply, rare, so don't just waste them. Save them up for like the end game or something. Or for like when you know your Pokemon's gonna evolve in one level, use it for that point. But not in the early game like this. Wait for like level 30 evolutions or something. Alright, Caterpie, we'll just tackle Caterpie. Should do like half its health. It did not even do half its health. Sherbert, come on, man. We should stop. We shouldn't even be fighting Caterpies anymore. These things are level 10. They should be in their final form by now. And nope. We kind of knew it wasn't going to kill him that quickly. Yeah. A lot of people were disappointed that I didn't pick up Caterpie. I know Butterfree has a lot of love. I love Butterfree. I even caught a... In this game, this cartridge that I'm using right now, I caught a shiny Caterpie. And I evolved it into a shiny Butterfree. I nicknamed it Sugar. I freaking love my little Sugar. But I called it that because it was pink, and pink, I thought it would be a cute name. But that's hiding in my black and white right now. I never traded it up to the newer games and the 3DS versions. So yeah, it's just gonna sit in the box forever. I caught it during when I was playing through the story again, so I got to use it for the story mode, and that was really fun. It's always fun to see a shiny Pokemon fly into the screen and then make all the sparkles come out every turn. Or, I mean, every time you send it out. For those of you that don't know what a shiny Pokemon is, it's basically just, oh, this Pokemon has a different color than normal. Like, this Metapod would be like yellow or pink or orange or something instead of green. And it only happens like once in every 8,000 Pokemon, so it's really hard, it's really rare. You almost never see it. I know people that still have never even caught one. I think I have like 9 at this point, which they're all in all the ones I caught in the older games are in the future games now, so I can't really show them off, but you know, you gotta love them. And if you ever if you ever see one, make sure you catch it, because you will never see a shiny Pokemon like that again. They never come up twice, I'll tell you that much. Alright, Sherbert, you finally were able to kill the Metapod. Now we can move on with our adventure. Dang, these guys are taking so long to kill because Sherbert just does not have any moves that are super effective on these guys. Like, if he was fighting rock types, it'd be fine, but we're fighting bugs. Although I do want to train up my Sherberts, so it's like, I can't really complain. You know what, I'm going to cut so I can go back to the Pokemon Center. Alright, I just got back from the Pokemon Center. Everybody's trained up, guys. Now we can keep our adventure going. And I do not even want to tell you how many Zubats I ran into trying to do this. I might go back and get repels if I ever go back to the Pokemon Center again, just so that we don't have to keep running into them. What do you have to say? Hi, I'm excavating for fossils here under Mount Moon. Sometimes Brock up here City lends me a hand. Ooh, fossils are cool. There's a thing called fossil Pokemon in the Pokemon games, which you usually only get one of, so you gotta choose the one you like. And they usually have pretty good stats, so I would recommend putting a ancient fossil Pokemon on your team. Their designs are usually cool too. When we get to a point where we can get a fossil Pokemon, I'll show you what they look like. But until then, let's just keep fighting these girls. What's your name? Miriam. Okay, Miriam, what you got? Oddish. Oddish is a new Pokemon too. Wow, we're running into a lot of new Pokemon now. Oddish is just like Bulbasaur or Ivysaur. It's a grass poison type, nothing special about it. Honestly, we're just going to tackle it and win. It's going to take maybe like 2 hits, 3 hits, 3 hits. Oh, okay, 4 hits. It knows Absorb. It'll probably take, what, 1 HP? Yeah, and then it gets it for its own health. And now we got to kill it. I like Oddish, though. It's got a good evolution line. If you want to get Oddish's final form, you're going to need a freaking Leaf Stone, so good luck looking for one of those. I think you can buy it at a store, though, so maybe you can just go buy it if you can't find it. So, Oddish is pretty good, though. It's a slow grass type with a lot of special attack. And in the future games, it gets a second evolution, which is kind of cool. Ooh, Bellsprout. Oh, that's another thing about Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red. If you guys are playing along, if you're playing Leaf Green, you can only catch Bellsprout, and if you're playing Fire Red, you can only catch Oddish. You can't catch the other one. So for us, we can catch a Bellsprout if we wanted one, but seeing as we already have a Grass Poison type, we're not going to. Bellsprout, of course, is a Grass Poison type. Nothing new. It's a pretty common type. I like a Bellsprout, though. I would recommend it. They're really... For some reason, they attack really hard with physical attack and special attack. It's just that they're kind of slow and their defenses aren't great. So if you're putting one on your team, you want to put it on a team with somebody that can turn the area into sun. So using Sunny Day, which... It's kind of annoying to have to build a whole team just for a Bellsprout, but if you can do it when the sun is out while you're fighting with Bellsprout, its speed gets doubled thanks to its ability. So, you know, it becomes useful like that because it's a really hard hitter and it becomes really fast. It just can't take that many hits though, so yeah, don't put it in there for tanking, even if it looks kind of like a tank. Is this another Team Rocket guy? Alright, kid. Did you just call me kid? No, I have a kid. I'm not a kid. Okay, I'm kind of a kid, but who cares about that? Team Rocket Grunt sends out Zubat. Oh my gosh, he probably caught that right in this cave. He's like, oh, this is going to be a really rare, cool Pokemon. Nobody, they're everywhere, and they get really annoying to deal with. So, let's just clean you up. And dead. Thank God. Okay, Zubat's dead. Freaking Ivysaur can actually kill it in 2 hits now. That's nice. Let's let Kid have some time to shine. He's been in the back a little too long. I like having Kid up front doing fights. And I always think a Birch kills Snake, so let's make that work. Ooh, Ekans' ability of Intimidate's kind of annoying. It's a really good ability because it just by sending it in, it drops your opponent's attack stats. So, you know, that's really useful. But for us, that's annoying because now it's going to take 2 hits to kill him. Come on, Kid, you can finish him off. It probably would have taken 2 hits anyway, so who cares? And Ekans is dead. I don't recommend putting an Ekans on your team. They're not very good, but who cares? It's not something you guys have to deal with. You can only get Ekans if you're playing Fire Red. He is not in the Leaf Green cartridge. You'd have to trade to get him. There's a hidden item in this rock here, even though it should be obvious. And then there's an item here. Ooh, Thief. Thief is a 40 damage dark type move. Just because there's no dark type Pokemon does not mean there's no dark moves. There are dark moves in this game. All dark attacks do special damage, so it'll be based off your special attack stat. And Thief only does like 40 damage, but it has the ability to steal an opponent's item if they're holding one and you are not holding an item, so, you know, that can be pretty useful. I know a lot of people do that to get exclusive items in this game, so put it on a Pokemon you actually want to do that for, but it's not a move you'd be using competitively. It's not strong enough to do any real damage. Alright, Rattata, let's finish you off. Sherbert's almost to the point where I feel like he'd be done. Like, I don't need to train him anymore, but yeah, maybe after this battle, I'll get him out of the front. He's been doing too much work. Alright, send in your Zubat. I'll send in my Pikachu. Pikachu, finish off the Zubat. Even though I know you can't even kill it with a Thunder Shock, because your special attack is so pathetic. Jesus Christ, Pikachu, please. You can do it. Alright, yeah, okay, Pikachu actually can do it. I still feel bad that I misspelled your name, Cheddar. I'm so sorry. I mean, it's a nickname. Technically, you can't misspell a nickname because that just is who they are. But my intention, because I know what my intention was, I did misspell it. Ooh, there's a rock guy over there. Maybe I'll go talk to him after this. I won't switch Sherbert out of the front because if that guy's going to have rock Pokemon, I should probably leave him up front. Seeing as Pikachu can't do anything to them and Pidgey will die. Rock beats flying. Oh, cool, Moonstone. A Moonstone is what we needed to evolve a bunch of Pokemon so far, as I told you guys in the last episode, so yeah, keep hold of that thing. You're probably going to need it. Alright, what you got, Hiker? Marcos has Geodude. Geodude, you're going to die in 1 hit, just like Brock's Geodude, so let's finish you off. And Vine Whip. Okay, now I'm really glad I went back to the Pokemon Center, because Vine Whip had like no PP, and now it has 7. So that's going to be really helpful. Alright, nice job, Sherbert. What's your new stat boost? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. I don't need a fast Ivysaur, so I don't mind if it's kind of slow. As long as it has good special attack and special defense, I'll be happy. Maybe physical defense. Physical defense is also good. And HP is almost always good, so it doesn't need to... I don't have to worry about that. Alright, good job, Sherbert. And Onix. Cool, this guy's like a mini Brock. He has 2 Geodudes and an Onix, which... if you put that together, makes a very phallic image. I don't want that. Alright, Onix is done. You know what? I think that should be good enough. Thanks for fighting us, Mr. Hiker, but I think that's enough. On the next episode, we'll visit the bottom layer of Mount Moon and finish off the rest of the trainers. Hopefully that means we'll break out of Mount Moon next episode, but for now I think that's a good enough amount of fights, so see you next time. I know this is kind of an awkward place to put it, but Clefairy is going to be our Pokemon of the day. If you want to get it, you have to find it in Mount Moon, and it can only be found with a 5% encounter rate, so you are rarely going to run into this Pokemon, but I definitely recommend putting it on your team as a normal type. When it evolves, its stats become really good. It's a really good Pokemon all around, but what sticks out for this one is that it has a lot of HP and a lot of special defense, which means that it can be a really good special defense tank. If you build it physically defensive, its physical defense is good enough for that, so you can make it a physical defense tank. And it learns a ton of TMs that go off of special attack, and its special attack is pretty good. So all around, Clefairy can be taken advantage pretty well. You can evolve it immediately with a Moonstone, which you get in this Mount Moon dungeon, so you can evolve it immediately with no repercussions. Its ability is Cute Charm, which isn't that great for this game. Basically, if something touches it with a physical move and it's a different gender, it has a 30% chance of being infatuated, which is a status condition in this game, making it so your opponent will have like a 50% chance of falling in love and not attacking your Pokemon, which it's really useful in that sense, but the fact that they have to touch you to make it happen is kind of too rare to be expected. So, yeah, you won't be able to take advantage of that probably. Other than that, though, Clefairy is just a great Pokemon. I definitely recommend it. I say make it in the story mode for this game. Just make it a special attacker with a lot of TMs. Teach it Thunderbolt, teach it Ice Beam, teach it Hyper Beam just for fun. Don't expect it to win in any speed races, but still, it's a useful tank with a good special attack. Put it on your team.